Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
To the side, like 80. Right there in the middle, 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't. Great.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that express. Give me that ball, defense. Alert 3. Alert 20. Check. Lucky. That's not what.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, orbit. First. Check safety. Hey, flicker. 2.
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 31 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Doxson, 74 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. 3rd and long for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
31 yards there and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
To throw is Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, exit.
Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming after you. Wide. Check four. Under 10.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
X3. 218. Chop. Gun.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. On 2nd and 12, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Being chased out left. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 31, Newton. Johnson's got it complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At their 48-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get it together, defense.
McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Right there.
Newton on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gun. Jim.
Throwing again. Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Newton now to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 19.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Right there. 54 Mike. All day, baby, all day. Great. Mike 5-4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
20. 54 is Mike. Zoom. Check. Watch 54.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Watch the screen. Great.
Mike 51.
Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The shotgun snap for Newton. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Extra point.
Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Gun.
Watch it, son. It's been a long day for you.
Mike 20. Mike 55. You go night. Don't go night.
Rush in. Check your hot read.
Gun.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on. Express! Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here.
To throw again. Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready? Heavy on the edges. Hey! Mike 55. Express! We got to get the ball, D. Get the 2 6.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Newton. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Leave it, 48. Bravo. Rose.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Gerald McCoy forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Third down. Third and long.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long.
Three down. Hey, can. Gun.
Cousins from the gun on third. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
8. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Second and 10. Newton again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Express.
Mike 55. Defense wins championship.
Great.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Great.
Check three.
20.
Mike 54. Too little, cut. Hey, watch that. Orbit. 54.
3rd and 2. Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, Clifford. We're going, let's go.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Squeeze, double.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, box truck. We go, bring the energy.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass.
Greg.
Turn up. Kill.
8. He's coming. We got double up.
Back to throw, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. Flushed out right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Eric Kendricks able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Motion. 55's my guy, 55. Nice, sweetheart.
Gun.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike small. Let's go, defense.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check three, check three, check three.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, they go with a tight end carry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd and 10, Newton dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Newton escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pick up the ball. Wide.
They go play action. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Cousins. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Eluding the pressure. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danielle Hunter. His second sack of the night. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Newton to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Danielle Hunter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook there to make the grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Ooh, the juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go, D.
Gun.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
20.
Wide. Get wide.
On first down, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On first down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing is Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the